Hi everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play The Sims 4 with the Baker family. So Charles, Thomas, and Henry just arrived at the National Park in Granite Falls, where they're actually going to spend the night and actually the rest of their vacation. I think they have like a day left of their vacation. And what I would like to do before we go back home is to try and complete the first milestone of the outdoor enthusiast aspiration that Charles now has. And I'm also thinking just keeping this aspiration for a few days so that Charles can continue working on it back at home. And I don't really know when I'm going to have the family come back here. I also don't know if I'm just going to take Charles, Thomas, and Henry. I might actually just take Yvette and Madison as well, and maybe just leave Henry with Lee this time around. But I don't know if I'm going to keep that for next summer, or maybe if the family could come here for Christmas or Winterfest in The Sims. I don't know yet. We'll have to see how that goes. And this way, if we come back here, Charles can continue working on the outdoor enthusiast aspiration. But yeah, so they're going to spend the night here. I had Thomas just take all of the tents and utensils that we had at the campground and put it into his inventory so that we can place them here. I also had Charles buy a game table with 3 chairs so that the boys can actually play together. Actually, Henry, come on, let's come here and go fishing with your father and brother. Because I think this area of the national park is just very beautiful because you have the waterfalls just right there. And you have this eagle here. Is that an eagle? I feel like it is. But yeah, look at that, it's just a beautiful place with the sun going down. It's just really pretty. I really like Granite Falls. Alright, so who caught what? Charles just caught a red crawdad. Cool. So is this... Oh, this is the lobster thingy? Yes, it is. So he just caught that one. I think this is one that you can only get here in Granite Falls. Thomas just caught a trout. And Charles actually wants to cloud gaze with Thomas, which we can definitely do later. Alright, so he just needs to catch one more fish and then he's done with this one. Although I'm not going to have him go and hike tonight. I'm probably just going to have Charles hike tomorrow morning. Because I don't think it's very safe, even though, you know, it's just The Sims. Realistically speaking, I don't think it's a very safe idea to go and hike in the nature in the middle of the night. So Charles apparently just reached fishing level 3. Charles can now use bait to catch bigger, better fish. Charles can examine the water near fishing spots to study fish movements and identify new fish. Cool. And Henry apparently cannot fish anymore. So because he's hungry, I'm just going to have him go... I think it's over here. Yes. You have this small little campground, which is actually where I'm going to have them camp tonight. And I'm going to have Henry go ahead and grill something. I don't think any of them is a vegetarian, so let's go for sausage and peppers. And Thomas just caught another fish. Cool. Do you need anything, Thomas, actually? Not really. And Charles, do you need anything? Charles will need to use the bathroom soon, so let's go ahead and use the bathrooms as soon as you caught your last fish. Which you just did. Cool. So he just caught a salmon. Yay. Alright, so let's go ahead and pee. And I'm going to have Thomas just go ahead and join his brother and father so that he can place the tents down. Let's go here. I actually don't know if we can place the tents freely here. Oh, there are some fireflies here. We should definitely try to catch them because I think the next milestone of Charles' aspiration requires him to eat 2 beetles, I think. Oh, it's Lee! I can get you out of my mind lately. Oh, that's sweet. We're not going to go on a date though because we're going to come back to him in a day or so. But it's sweet to see that Lee is actually missing Henry. I love that. And they still need to go on another date together for Henry to move on to the next milestone of his aspiration. So let's go ahead and grab a serving. Thomas, are you hungry? Yes, you are kind of hungry. So let's go ahead, grab a serving. You should also sit down and chat together. Let's go and sit. And let me see if I can actually place the tents down. Alright, so I could actually place the tents down right here, which I think is okay. It's just next to the horseshoes game and also the table, but that's okay. Charles, are you hungry? You are hungry. Just go ahead and join your sons. Although there's already some food on the table, so let's go and eat the sausage and peppers. Maybe you can go ahead and cloud gaze with your son, or actually at this time of night, maybe stargaze with your son. Although I also would like for you to go ahead and collect those fireflies. And I'd like to see if I can maybe place down the table, the game table that we've got. Let's go and place it here, maybe just next to the fire so that we can see something. Although I think there is a weird glitch with the tables, the game tables like this, when you put them them down in Granite Falls, because I think as soon as you start playing with them, you know, playing a game of card or maybe playing the Don't Wake the Llama game, I don't think you can put it back into your inventory for some reason. No, do not go and talk to this stranger. Just go ahead, sit down here. Or actually, you know what? Let's go ahead, sit down there, and let's have Thomas, let's have you play with the fire, and Henry, maybe you can roast some marshmallows. You're not really that hungry anymore, but that's okay. I also wanted to place down the cooler so that I can actually put the food in it, because I'm using a mod made by Little Miss Sam, which is improving the coolers way more. So you can actually get more choices for drinks and quick meals, but you can also place things inside and just keep them fresh and not waste any food basically, which is really cool. So as you can see, you can actually open it and place things inside, and that's really cool. But let's go ahead and place that lamp right here so that we can see something in case someone wakes up in the middle of the night. And I think Charles is done eating food, so let's go ahead and play cards with Thomas and Henry all together. Let's stop that. Let's stop chatting with your brother, and let's stop eating the marshmallows. I think you ate enough. And let's go ahead and play together. Oh, you can see all of the bugs that they're getting attacked by. And the bathrooms are just next to them. Maybe that's why they're getting attacked by so many bugs, because I don't think they were getting attacked by that many bugs and stuff when they were at the campground back at the center of Granite Falls in a way. But here they're getting attacked quite a bit, and I think we have some moths over there which we can definitely try and catch. Maybe as soon as Charles is done playing with his sons, he can go ahead and try to collect the insects. But he's also getting very tired, so maybe as soon as they're done playing their game together, I'm just going to have them go to bed. I also don't think I'm going to extend their vacations at all, because I would like for Thomas to go on a date with Zoe. And when I looked at his... Oh, I think Charles just won. When I looked at Thomas's work schedule, he actually ends work at 4 p.m. And even though it's not really that late, I don't want for him to be too tired, and I don't want for him to be in an awful mood when he'll go on his, in a way, first date with Zoe, or at least first date with us. So I'm just going to have him go on a date tomorrow, but you know, we can imagine that he's just so excited to be back home from his vacation that he just wants to see his girlfriend now. So I think this is what we're going to do. But Charles, let's go ahead and sleep. Henry, how do you feel? You're feeling a little tired. He's going to just sit up. Thomas is on using the bathrooms. I think he's done. And for some reason, those bathrooms here are glitched and the Sims cannot use them for using the bathrooms, you know, just go to the toilets. Hopefully they can use them to take a shower. Let's see, because I saw that Thomas needed to take a shower. Do you need to take a shower, Henry? Not really, but... Oh, he's putting down the fire. He's all about security. But let's go ahead and sleep. So what I'm gonna do right now is just take care of their needs and spend on through the night, so I will resume tomorrow morning. And they can actually use those bathrooms to take a shower, but they just cannot use them to go to the toilets. That's a little bit annoying. But anyway, I will see you tomorrow morning. Thomas is the first up, and he's a little bit hungry, so what I'm gonna do is have him just grab a quick meal and get some cereals. But then I would like to try and get him to work out a little bit so that we can try to work on his aspiration, because the last thing he has to do for this milestone is to push the limits for an hour while being energized. And I'd like to try and have him have the good workout moodlet so that he can afterwards just push the limits while being energized for an hour. And I'm just going to have him drink an energy juice to get energized. So I'd like to try and do that before we have another heat wave, which is probably going to start soon because it's already really hot. I don't think I'll manage to do that, but I can try. Alright, so let's go ahead and go jogging. How is Charles feeling? He's feeling okay. He might need to get something to eat as well. Let's go and grab a quick meal. Let's go and get some cereals. And you will have to go ahead and use the bathrooms. Thankfully, we have a toilet at the lodge just right there. And Henry is up as well, and he needed to use the bathrooms too. And then I'm going to have Charles go on a hike. Oh, there's still some fireflies here. I didn't know they could actually come during the day. But yeah, I'm going to have Charles go ahead and hike. And I'm not going to have him find the hermits right away. I think I will have that happen next time we'll come here, because this will have something to do with his aspiration. Although I'm pretty sure where to find the hermit's cave in a way. But I just don't want to do that right away. How is Thomas feeling? He's feeling okay. He's not feeling exhausted or fatigued or even too hot right now, which is great. Alright. Charles is on using the toilets. Henry, how do you feel? You might actually just go ahead and have a quick meal. Let's go and get some cereals. And he's feeling energized too. He could actually maybe go on a jog as well. I mean, this is just the perfect place to go on a jog at, because this area is just really beautiful, and I feel like the air should be so much more fresh than it could ever be in Willow Creek or even in Newcrest. Plus you would be running just surrounded by the birds, by the nature. And something that I really like actually in Granite Falls, and this probably has an impact on why I come here so often in my game, the sound of the birds and the wind and the trees just reminds me of the place I grew up in, like the countryside that I grew up in basically, because the birds were just singing the exact same song during the afternoon and the morning especially, and especially in summer. I just heard them so much during that time of year and I loved that. I don't hear them that often anymore, which is really sad. Alright, Henry, it's not a heat wave right away, so let's just go ahead and have an energized jog. Thomas, oh, the vacation ends in 4 hours. Alright, so Charles, you need to go ahead and go on a hike so that we can try to collect 4 more unidentified plants. Although, I think there is something here. Okay, let's go and harvest this one because it's just next to you. There's another one right there. Wild plant. So let's go and harvest that one. We're left with only 2 to find. Is there another one that I can see from here? Oh, I think I can see another one right there. Yes. Oh, it's just sage. What I like also is that you have to be at that level to be able to see the plants and sometimes the bugs. Is that the sage? Yes, it is. But isn't there... Oh, there you go. Another unidentified plant. Let's see if we can find another one. Okay, I think I saw something else here. Let's go ahead and harvest the unidentified plant. I think that's it. Can I see maybe some other insects to collect? I think we can also harvest this. Let's go and harvest. And he just needs 1 more plant and then he's done. And someone is on a hike here. I would love, honestly, to just be in an area like this and go for a walk. I love walking so much, especially in the nature. This is something that I really love. Okay, so milestone complete. Now he needs to achieve level 4 in herbalism skill. Cook 2 plates of beetles over a campfire, which we can maybe do 1 of before we go. And he also needs to eat 10 plants. I think it doesn't really matter the type of plants. You can eat fruits, flowers, vegetables, even things that you had outside of Granite Falls, I'm pretty sure. And yes, this is over here that you can actually go to the hermit's place. But as I said, we're not going to do that right away. Oh, there's some bugs in here. Let's go and collect them. And there is this plant as well. Let's go and harvest this one. Let's just try to get as many things as we can so that he can work on his herbalism skill and this type of his milestone. Oh, there is something here. Let's go and harvest this one. It's an unidentified mushroom. But yeah, this way he can work on this aspiration while being at the house. And he doesn't need to be here all the time. We have some bugs here. I was like, what's that noise? Oh, there is another plant there. And I think I saw a rabbit. Or was it a bunny? Do not talk to that stranger girl. Just stay focused. He found some katydids. Is this how you say it? I think it is. And he just reached gardening level 2. Great. And there's a bear. Do we find something else? I don't see any other bugs or anything. But anyway, what is Thomas doing? Oh, he's playing horseshoes. Maybe Henry should join him. And let's go and join. Join game. And he found some termites. The brothers just spending time together. I'm sure Henry is just asking questions about Thomas and Zoe's relationship. How is it going? Are you planning on seeing her soon? And Thomas is probably telling him, well, as soon as we go back home, I'm going to go on a date with her because I've missed her. And that's really sweet. Are you done playing? Let's go and join the game. And Henry is just, not Henry, Charles is enjoying his time here in the nature. As I said in the last part, he's just been waiting for this his entire life. Oh, I think he's itchy from a fire leaf. Yes, because he just harvested a fire leaf. Alright, so let's go here. Oh, he was about to play the guitar. Although I don't think he knows how to play the guitar, do you? No, he doesn't have the guitar skill. But anyway, let's try to identify some plants. Let's go attempt to identify that plant. We can try to identify that one. I don't know what that is. Is that trash? Place in the world? No. And he just acquired the herbalism skill. He has no idea what that plant is. Let's go and attempt to identify that flower, which I'm pretty sure is chamomile. Attempt to identify and attempt to identify. And I think as long as he has the fire leaf on him, it's going to be a little bit itchy. He cannot identify anything. Maybe he should be reading more herbalism books. He cannot identify anything, although I think the first few levels of the herbalism skill are quite easy to go through. Nope, didn't find anything. Okay, let's go and join the game with your sons. That sucks. How far are you actually from the level 2? 78%. Oh, I think the vacations are over. Well then, it was a good time here in Granite Falls, but I really want to come back here probably before next summer. So maybe during the winter season, we can come back here with Madison this time to have Charles show her around the place. That could be actually really sweet. But yeah, I'm just going to cancel and end the vacation. I'm going to go back to the family's house and send Henry back to Lee. And then we're going to go ahead and go on a date with Thomas and Zoe. We were back at the house and Henry also went back to Lee. And what I'm gonna do right now is just take care of Thomas because he actually needs to use the bathrooms, and there is another poop outside, so let's have Yvette pick it up so that she can also throw it away later. How is Madison feeling? She's a little bit tired. Maybe she can... How are her skills, by the way? She's at level 3, 4, 3, 3. Okay, so she can actually get the happy toddler trait, but I'd like for her maybe to go here and take a quick nap. And I think she's happy to see her dad again. She was just watching him, and oh, look at them two. They're being romantic with each other. I'm sure that Charles actually missed his wife while he was in the nature, but actually something that we could do, I actually don't know if the game put the tents in the family inventory. I'm pretty sure it did. Alright, so the tents are indeed in the family inventory. So let's see, can we place it somewhere? You know what, I'm going to place it here so that Charles and Yvette can go in the tent and be a little bit freaky with each other. So let's go and woohoo with Yvette. It's going to be a little bit romantic together. How is Thomas feeling? Come on, let's go use the bathrooms. We can maybe take care of the litter box later on. And also, I saw that he was sick a little. He's delirious from the illness. And embarrassing showing from playing horseshoes. Could use a little practice. Okay. And then let's go ahead and clean the litter box as well. And then fill the bowl. And then you need to wash your hands because that's disgusting. And please do not go outside. Otherwise, you will be scarred for life. And he's a little bit hungry as well, so let's just go ahead and take care of his needs so that when he'll go on a date with Zoe, he'll be in the best mood possible. Also, I shared a makeover of Zoe on the channel, which I will leave a link to in the description if you're interested to go and check it out. But I'm really interested and excited to see her new look now in the game. Look at these two. Oh, he's still a little bit itchy though from the fire leaf. But Yvette needs to take a nap, not a nap, a bath now. So let's go ahead, take a bath. Charles, you're a little bit hungry. He's going to eat some cake. Great. What are you eating, Thomas? He's eating franks and beans. Do you think it's a good idea before going on a date? I wonder. Oh, poor dog. She actually wants some love. Maybe we should give her some. Give some food to Mimi. Maybe we should play with her. Are you asking for food? No, she's just asking for attention. Attention. But yeah, let's go on an adventure together maybe before we go on a date. Because Thomas is feeling amazing right now. So let's just spend some time at the house, just enjoy being back home. And then we will dress up a little bit more because he's not going to go on a date with his camping gear. But we'll go on a date with Zoe. And I did place in the world, or actually in Magnolia Promenade, a new bar for these two to go to. Just to have a little bit of a new place to visit this time. And this is a bar that I've actually downloaded from the gallery, and I will show you everything as soon as we go there. Alright, let's go ahead, let's go on an adventure. Let's see what happens this time. Hopefully he won't need to take a shower again, because last time they went on an adventure together, they got into some trouble and they had to take a shower together. Oh, there is a scout passing by. Maybe Madison would love to join the scouts. That could be cool. Right now, I think she's taking a nap. Yes, she is. She was a little bit tired, and Thomas was paid from his day off. Alright, Charles, maybe you should be reading something about herbalism a bit. Let's see. Let's go purchase book. Let's go into skill books, and let's find the herbalism skill. Herbalism, we're gonna go for the level 1, of course. And then let's go ahead and read Herbalism Volume 1 so that you can work a little bit on your aspiration and try to identify some of the plants that you already have in your inventory. And I don't think we have a fireplace anywhere, but I should maybe own our fireplace, a fire pit anywhere, but maybe I should place one so that Charles could actually cook some of the beetles that he currently has in his inventory. But anyway, adventure is out there. It's time for an adventure. Mimi sniffs the air, picking up 3 distinct paths. Distracted by scents in all directions, Mimi needs some help deciding which way should Thomas take them. The town square, the lighthouse, Whiskerman's Wharf. I don't remember where we went last time, but let's go to the lighthouse this time around. The lighthouse. On Thomas's okay. Mimi takes off. The path looks to be going to the old Brindleton Bay lighthouse. There are rumors around town of a malicious ghost dog that haunts the bay. Old lady Crabtree says he can be found late at night howling from the top of the tower. I'm sure it's just superstition, Thomas thinks. Onward! The two enter the Brindleton Bay Light Information Center and the gift shop, where an elderly white-haired man is selling postcards. He sees them and brightens up. The top of the lighthouse is always open for the best views of the bay, but I'm about to go on break. Next time, I'll take you through and teach you some interesting history. With that, he shoos them out, where Thomas looks up at the lighthouse once more before heading home. Or maybe we should try to go on an adventure again and go back to... Is that Zoe? Oh, she would like to come over and hang out. Of course it is. Maybe we can get ready for the date together. Oh, that's cool. She decided to come over. Also, I don't know if they've already shared their first kiss together. Have they? I don't think they would do something like that. No, see, they can still share their first kiss together. So we'll do that during this date, I think. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, she's coming to talk to Yvette, isn't she? Oh no, she's cleaning up the place. Well, thank you, Zoe. Yvette is a little bit tired as well. But at least, you know, this time around, Thomas and Mimi didn't get into too much trouble. But yeah, if we go on an adventure next time, we should go back to the lighthouse and see what happens. Because I'm wondering if we might actually discover a bit more of the history of Brindleton Bay by going on an adventure to the lighthouse again. And so Charles can now brew deodorizing cream remedies. Cool. Although you should maybe spend some time... Let's see what's wrong with Mimi, because not Mimi, Noodle, because she's been meowing for quite a while. Let's go and brush her as well, and maybe we should bump her on couch. Oh, Thomas is back. You know what? Change your outfit. Let's be presentable for Zoe. Let's go in this one. It's hot, but it's not a heat wave, so he's gonna be okay. And let's go over here to Zoe, and maybe we should embrace her. Let's express fondness. Let's say how happy we are to see her after this vacation. And he's a little bit bored. Getting bored. I'm getting bored of this relationship. What? He's getting bored of this relationship? Maybe because he needs to get some spark. Maybe this is what's supposed to happen. You cannot be bored of this relationship already. You barely just got together. Give a pep talk. She's bored as well. Is she getting bored of the relationship too? Are they having issues in their relationship already when it barely started? You know what? Let's try to go on a date and see how it goes. She's feeling happy now. I wonder why that is. Is it because they've been technically in a relationship for a few days, but because we haven't played with them? Because this is from a mod, by the way. It's the improved relationship mod by... I don't remember actually who made this mod, but I will leave a link to it in the description, and if you are interested to find out some of the mods that I'm using in my game, you can find all of the mods that I currently use in my game on my Sissy Finds Tumblr, which is always linked in the description of my videos. But yeah, hopefully their relationship is going to be okay. I don't know what's going on there. But here is the pub, or actually the bar that I've placed, which is called the Wellington Pub. And it was built by Mills West 2010, I think this is how you would say their username. I'm sorry if I mispronounced or completely butchered that name, but I think it's a very cool looking pub or bar, and even though in Magnolia Promenade it looks a little bit out of place because of the greenery all around, I really like the look of this bar, and inside it looks very cool and very cozy, and I think it's just going to be a good place for them to go on a date at. And also we are going to be in Magnolia Promenade, and we can just go to this pond here, or we can maybe just go ahead and have a quick walk in the park. I don't know, but let's just go ahead and explore Magnolia Promenade a little bit more. Zoe and Thomas just arrived at the bar, so let's go ahead and have a little bit of a romantic time. Let's go and have a deep conversation. Let's figure out why they're so bored already of their relationship. I've actually never seen this moodlet before, so hopefully it's gonna go okay, because Thomas hasn't really met anybody else than Zoe, and I really thought that their relationship was going to be okay, but maybe she's a little bit too boring for him. Let's talk about the cool temperature. They need to sit and chat together. Do we want to go in the bar right away, or maybe just go on the bench somewhere? I wonder, is there a bench somewhere around here? I would have thought there was a bench around this area, because they need to sit and chat together. Is there a bench at the park? Oh, there is a skating rink actually. Maybe they can go to the skating rink together. And I just thought, yeah, there's a bench right here. So let's go ahead and sit together. And he wants to play darts. Is there a game of darts around here? Yes, right there. So maybe we can play darts right after we had maybe a good date. Oh, he doesn't have the board moodlet anymore. Good to know, because these moodlets cannot run out, if that makes any sense. You know, they cannot just go away after a certain amount of time. They go away if you work on the relationship with the sim that you are hanging out with. Let's go and ask about her day. Let's see how things went for her. And maybe we could try and make a move. He's still bored. Oh, I don't think their relationship is going okay, guys. Let's brighten her day. Express fondness. Why would you think this relationship is boring? Let's try to be a little bit more romantic with her. Maybe we can compliment her appearance. Okay, so the bored moodlet went away again. That's strange. Let's go and flatter her. Maybe we can embrace her. He wants to tell a story, so let's see. Can we tell a funny story? He likes her, but for some reason, their relationship is just not going so well. Oh, look with the sun just behind them. That's really pretty. We'll have to keep an eye on their relationship and see if they get bored again, because if he ever gets bored again, maybe they should think about just ending things. Let's go and flirt. So now I'm hesitating to share their first kiss already. We need to have a deep conversation. Let's have a deep conversation. I don't know yet if he told her about Madison, that Madison is an alien. I don't know if he told her that yet. And he wants to tell a joke, so let's go ahead and tell a joke. Knock knock joke. Let's give a heartfelt compliment, because he doesn't even have a moodlet saying that he has the butterflies or anything. Usually Sims have this moodlet with this mod when they have this amount of relationship with the Sim, and they're lovebirds, and he doesn't have any romantic and you know, anything related to Zoe. So let's try, you know what, let's go ahead and share their first kiss and see what happens. But maybe things are just not going so well between Thomas and Zoe. I really want to take a screenshot of this because it's really cute, and with this scenery, it's actually really pretty. How do you feel now? He still doesn't have the butterflies, and since she's still happy, apparently she probably doesn't have them as well. Maybe we can hold hands. Let's have another deep conversation. Oh, there you go. Hot and heavy. Yeah, but that's from their conversation. They don't have the butterfly feeling in their stomach for some reason. I will keep an eye on their relationship, and depending on how things go, maybe they're just going to be friends rather than being fully romantic with one another and just going the long run. Because as I said, I've never seen this bored moodlet before, so Thomas is probably just trying and see, you know, he's going to try and see if things can actually go somewhere with Zoe, but if he still feels bored and if he still feels, I don't know, if he feels like this relationship is just going nowhere, maybe he's just going to end things. But since he wants to play darts with Zoe, let's go back to... Oh, actually, you know what? We can play darts another time. Let's go ahead and invite Zoe to skate. And you could definitely skate around as well. But yeah, maybe there's someone else out there for Thomas who's going to be a little bit better for him. You know, he tried with Zoe. It's probably not necessarily the first time that he's in a relationship, but it's the first time in a long time, so... Even though he hoped for Zoe to be the one, maybe she's not the one. Maybe it's just not meant to be. Alright, but I'm just going to have Thomas just end the date on that note. I'm not going to have them kiss passionately because their romance is apparently not really passionate at all. But can we call Zoe over? Or maybe can we go here together? I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have ended the date right now. But Thomas is just going to go ahead and go back home because he works tomorrow and I want for him to be in a good mood. Oh, Zoe's leaving. Maybe we could embrace her or something? Embrace. I'm actually really upset about their relationship. I really wasn't expecting that to go that bad. And he still doesn't have any moodlet whilst he's near Zoe. He doesn't seem to feel anything for her. That's sad. Oh, look at that! He improved his skating skill quite a bit. Look at him. Ooh. I'd love to see him maybe skate with Madison as soon as she can skate, you know, when she'll be a child. That'll be adorable, I think, to see. But on that note, you guys, I'm actually going to end this part here. So next time, we'll go to work with Thomas. And then on Friday, we'll celebrate Madison's birthday, which is really exciting. I'm really excited to see her as a child. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestion on how Thomas and Zoe are going to handle their relationship and if it's actually going to be the real deal for Thomas and Zoe, just let me know in the comments what you think. And yeah, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video anyway, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye everyone.